Alrighty everyone, so in order for this combo to work, we are going to need a branded fusion, and we're going to need a way for Cartesia to make it onto our field, and luckily we have that here. We're just going to end up getting it into a little bit of an awkward way into it. We're going to need a branded opening to summon out our Quim. It doesn't really matter what pays cost for it. Let's see. Quim is going to send Cartesia to the graveyard, and now we can activate Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion will summon Albion using Albez and Lebellion. Chainlink 1 Albion, and then Chainlink 2 Quim to summon Cartesia. Albion will summon Lebellion using Aliber and Albez. Lebellion will discard, doesn't matter, and Cartesia will be Chainlink 2. These two will be using Lebellion and Cartesia to make Gangrenol. And Lebellion will be summoning Mirajade using itself and Albez. Yeah, I can summon that here, I believe. Gangrenol's effect will be sending Titaniclad to the graveyard. Next up, he will be using Lebellion's effect to tribute Albion, summon itself to the field. The Lebellion effect to set it to the branded. And that will be all for now. Next up, we are going into the end phase. So you're going to want to add Cartesia back to your hand so that you can have your Albez cost later down the line. Titaniclad effect will summon out either Quim to send Albez from the graveyard, but if you already have Quim on your field, you can just summon out Albez from your deck. And Albion effect will set Branded Banishment from your deck to your field. And that will be all. You're going to want to activate Etude of the Branded as soon as possible, because, well, no, the effect of Etude of the Branded is always active. The second effect, I mean, and by that I mean whenever your opponent uses to summon a ritual monster, fusion, synchro, or link monsters, all of those get banished. But you want to go ahead and get to Buster Dragon as soon as possible, because you never know what monsters, if your opponent needs a specific type of monster to summon something from their extra deck. So like, for example, with Swordsoul, they need Worms to summon, I believe, Chijao, Boxia, and Kijing Longwand from their extra deck. All of those specifically require Worm monsters, I believe. But as soon as your opponent special summons something, you can activate Gangrenol's effect to summon out Lilith, and this will normally trigger your Quim to bring back Albez, just in case that was a setup you had. You didn't already have Albez on your field, and then you will activate Etude to special summon Etude to synchro summon into Buster Dragon. I do believe next up you will want to use Mirajade's effect to send Rimbrum to your graveyard and banish something, and then Rimbrum will be able to summon Albez from your graveyard, and then you'll be able to use Albez's effect to fusion summon using your opponent's field. And usually here you're going to want to use as many monsters as they control to go into your Alba-Lenatus. Well, let's summon that in defense. And then last but not least, if they have more monsters on the field again, you can use Branded Banishment to summon Quim onto your field, and then you can use another one of their monsters to make Mysterion, since once again, Buster Dragon is forcing all of your opponent's monsters to be dragon monsters, and Quim is a spellcaster.